That's more like it. Trinidad and Tobago 3, Bermuda 0, and a huge win in a must-win game for Trinidad and Tobago. But I think it could have still been a bit better. But let's not be ungrateful. Let's jump straight into it. To be honest, starting off the game, I was a bit scared because Bermuda started off knocking around the ball. They looked to be the team more confident. They looked good in possession. I think they had the upper hand in possession in the early stages. But we were able to get that early goal. Levi Garcia, great work on the right-hand side. Dante Sealy, seeing that Levi moved out to the right, Dante got in the middle and got that finish. The man informed Dante Sealy, and that's what we like to see. We were seeing all the clips on Instagram, Dante, free kick scoring. We seeing headers, everything, and we needed to see it translate into the national team, And we saw that tonight. Apart from, of course, his goal, I think he was really good, especially in the first half. And I think the front three, especially Levi, Spicer, and Dante Sealy, were brilliant in that first half. Right, I think there was a fluidity. I think Levi Garcia, although he didn't get on his score sheet today, he was really good. His hold-up play was good. His link-up play was good. He was finding the players outside on the wing. He was dropping deep. I think he was really good, and we need to see that more. And he needed to have a big game today. I think he really needed a goal, but I think the performance, how he helped the team, he led the line in front. He did really well, and we have to salute that. So, brilliant first goal. And then we were up 1-0, and from then we kind of took charge, Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, Spicer working really hard on that left-hand side, winning the ball off the Bermuda centre-back and getting that second goal. And at this point in time, I'm thinking to myself, well, we have to not just win now, but we have to demolish Bermuda. I don't know what Bermuda's goalkeeper was doing, but he was off his line so many times. And this is where I think we needed to improve. We had 1,000,001 opportunities, and this game finished 3-0. This game should have been at least 5 or 6. So many opportunities on the counter-attack where we should have put away chances. We should have shot earlier. Spicer had another chance where he was in on goal, and there was just some indecisiveness in the final third. As good as Sealy and Spicer were, I think there was some indecisiveness. There's a lot of times when Sealy gets into shooting positions and he cuts away from it and passes, and sometimes I'm thinking, Sealy, just shoot, boy, just shoot. These are the games where we have to score as many goals as possible, right? And comfortable first half. As I said, I really think we should have gone into the halftime with more goals scored. But nevertheless, we can't complain. It's really a win that we wanted, and that's what we are on course for in the first half. I think as well, Yates didn't have a terrible game, but there were times where he kind of slowed down the attack. You could see he's comfortable on the ball, but it seems as if he doesn't take those risks. Some of those counter-attacks, I think there was one especially, I believe it was Spicer who was in on goal, I'm not sure. And he could have just played it through, and it probably would have been another goal. So something he needs to work on, I think, looking up a little faster and playing those passes and a bit earlier, taking a bit more risks. If you're playing in that advanced midfield position, you have to take risks, you have to be creative. And of course, Kevin Molino not in the squad today due to visa issues. I heard the commentator say, and some guys were telling me before as well. So I think going forward, if we could keep that front three so fluid and those guys are in form, Spicer, Levi Garcia and Sealy are in some really good form. We saw it tonight. If we could get a Kevin Molino in behind there, I think he comes back for the Curacao game, then I think we looking good. We're looking good. And just to remind you that at the time of recording, it's halftime in the Curacao-Jamaica game, and Curacao is actually leading Jamaica 1-0. And what that does is it kind of balances out the table. It actually puts Curacao on top if it stays like that. Jamaica second on 6 points, Curacao will be on 7. And we, of course, will be on 4 points. But I'm not studying that too much because as much as we have to play Curacao on Tuesday, it doesn't change the fact that we have to beat them. Yeah, but let's get back into the game. So halftime, 2-0. Second half now, more the same. I think we had the upper hand. Sealy's free kick, of course, giving the goalkeeper trouble. I really think that the Bermuda goalkeeper really wasn't impressive. I heard the commentator saying that, you know, he had a lot of caps, and respect to him, of course, but I don't think he had the best game, if I'm being honest. His positioning was off. And then, of course, for the third goal, you know, he was unable to make the save. He parried it out. And Kobe Henry getting his first goal for Trinidad and Tobago, and a well-deserved goal. I mean, not to say that he's an attacking threat, but I think he was absolutely solid defensively. Since he's come in the Jamaica game, he had a little blunder, but that's to be expected. But today he was really good. Trinningham was really good. You know, defensively, I think we looked really good. Not much came through. Bermuda were able to get the ball in the back of the net, but of course, the striker was offside. So good defensive line from us as well. Andre Raymond, great game. As we said, Noah Powder didn't really do anything to get dropped. But, you know, Andre Raymond, you could just see with him being left-footed and just having that natural kind of left-back role, it just looked natural for him. You know, I think he had a pretty good game as well, and he's really solid with the ball on his feet. And Rio Cardines, I mean, he seems to be just growing into it. He's mature. You know, 19 years old, doesn't ever seem to fidget anymore. He's just composed, and in the second half when Darren Payne came on and he was playing in that advanced role, he looked really good. Rio really offers a lot going forward. And I think if we were to play a 3 in the back, which I don't think we could play right now, and we had Rio on that right wing back, you would see an even better Rio, you know. But nevertheless, I think he had a really good game as well. In the midfield, I think was pretty good. Daniel Phillips, solid as ever. Rampasad, you know, no complaints as usual. And as I said, you know, Yates, decent game, but I think he just slows us down in attack sometimes. And, you know, Kevin Molino, I think when he comes in for the Curacao game, you will see an improvement in that. Now, so we got the job done. Well done, guys. Well done, Dwight York. 3-0, we kept a clean sheet, we scored 3 goals, added to our goal difference. Now it's on to Curacao. Can we now take this performance into the Curacao game? Now, Bermuda is a team that we are supposed to beat. That was supposed to be. It was supposed to be worse. It was supposed to be more than 3. Can we now go away to Curacao, who's currently beaten Jamaica? Now remember, we did draw with Curacao 0-0 in Trinidad, but that was our home court advantage, as well as that was the first game of the round where, you know, Curacao might have now been finding their feet. We have to now go to Curacao and win. Remember, we must win all games. There's no question. No draw, no park the buck, nothing like that. We have to go and win. We have to see the same performance that we saw tonight from that front 3 against Bermuda and against Curacao, and that will be the determinant. That will tell us where we really are at. Because we were supposed to beat Bermuda. Jamaica beat Bermuda 4-0. Curacao beat Bermuda 3-2, which was a surprising result. Actually seeing the performance of Bermuda tonight, it's surprising to me that that game was so close between Bermuda and Curacao. But nevertheless, we have to go and do it. We have to not use this and get complacent and feel like we reach. No. Curacao on Tuesday is the big test. We'll do a match preview for that. But all I'm saying is we have to take our chances in that Curacao game, because we did not demolish Bermuda in the way we were supposed to. This should have been more. It's more like it, yes, but it should have been more. And when it comes to Curacao, you have to take your chances. When it comes to Jamaica, you have to take your chances. All the big teams, you must take your chances. You're not going to be given grace. You miss that counter attack, they're going to score. They have quality in their attack and they will punish you. So, as I say, brilliant performance today. It was clean. No real complaints. The only complaint is I think we should have capitalized more on the weakness of Bermuda. But nevertheless, 3 points. We said it was a must win. They won, they did it. But on to Curacao. Well done, guys. Let's see how we perform on Tuesday.